This week, the country's president, Hassan Rouhani, said Iran will enrich as much uranium as it wants. Now, as tensions heat up, analysts worry about a full-scale meltdown. Seth Gray is the president and CEO of Lightbridge Corporations. Joins us now to talk about the implications for investors, especially if you want to kick the oil habit by going to nuclear power. And Seth, we appreciate your being here. Your firm actually has fuel for nuclear plants, which produces more output of energy. Did I get that right? Explain to me how that works.
That's right. What we've been developing is nuclear fuel that we can use in the existing reactors or new ones that will produce no carbon dioxide, as all nuclear does, that has about a 3 million to 1 energy density advantage over oil or coal or natural gas, meaning for each amount of it, we'll get 3 million times more energy. And we don't need to rely on the Middle East or any volatile areas of the world for any materials. And the fuel increases the power output of the existing reactors or new ones. It reduces the cost of electricity generated by the reactors, and it enhances the non-proliferation benefits and the safety benefits of the fuel, running about 1,000 degrees Celsius, about 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit cooler than the fuel in the reactors do today.
So I am no nuclear physicist, but I am curious. Are we talking about enriched uranium or at least uranium in these reactors? Is it something else? And where is it being used? Because we're only building one new reactor here in the United States.
Yeah, the fuel has zirconium with uranium in it, both in a metallic form that's different than the oxide form of uranium in reactors today and the metallic zirconium in reactors today. It's a very different form of the fuel. It's a very different design. It has much better heat flow. It has much lower temperatures, partly because of that, partly because of new advanced materials. There are 2 reactors being built in Georgia right now at one site, but there are over 30 being built in the world. There are over 450 in operation, with a couple hundred on the drawing board, and we're going to need thousands of them if we're going to really meet the climate goals and the world's energy goals and lift people out of poverty while economically producing the world's energy.
Does your fuel have the same kind of waste storage issues that older fuels also have? Because that's a big issue in the United States. It's one of the reasons I would think people are, whether right or wrong, afraid of nuclear power.
Right. We're partnered with Framatome, which is the world's largest manufacturer and producer of nuclear fuel, bringing us tremendous expertise from the front to what's called the back of the fuel cycle, including the waste. And we're advised by 4 of the largest nuclear utilities in the US and the largest utility in the world. And one of the benefits that they're helping bring to this technology and evaluating the technology is that because it produces more electricity, there's less volume of waste, and that waste contains nothing that is nuclear weapons usable, which really changes the game as well. There was an article published last year, a peer-reviewed piece in the Nuclear Technical Journal associated with the European Nuclear Society that showed that this technology was the only one that the authors could identify in the world that absolutely stopped terrorists from being able to access nuclear weapons usable materials from nuclear fuel.
And it brings us back to the beginning of the discussion regarding Iran. If their true intentions with nuclear development is just to generate electricity, your fuel would put an end to the discussion about the creation of nuclear weapons.
Well, our fuel would definitely help with that. And also, given that Iran has 1 reactor and is only planning to deploy 1 or 2 more for commercial energy generation, they have no legitimate need to enrich uranium on their own. It's kind of like a country with just a few trucks claiming that they have to manufacture tires or engines. Mm-hmm. This is material that's available on world markets very safely. They have no legitimate reason to be producing it.
All right. Seth Gray, President and CEO of Lightbridge Corporation. I'm afraid we're out of time, but we wish you the best, and thank you for joining us on The Move.
Thank you, Adam.